right? Okay. And guys, in the second win, okay, in the second week means from today, we are going to start our new module, okay, which is a new technology as well as okay, new technology in IT, which is a virtualization, okay, which is a virtualization. Okay. Virtualization topic we are going to start from today onward, right? So, okay, it's our first day of the session, right? That's why, okay, I will not start directly a virtualization topic, correct? You okay? You did a session on a network first, so okay, because if you want to run a virtualization, so you should have a good knowledge on a network, right? That's why in a first week of session, you did a session on a network, right? So, okay, virtualization topic, I will start it later. Correct. Virtualization, I will start later. Right. First of all, okay, you did a session on the network. So I have a few questions. I have a few questions on the network, okay. And I will ask from a few peoples. Like guys, you did a session on IP address,
Yes, sir.
right now. So okay, I will ask a few questions from a few okay from a few peoples regarding virtualization.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, okay, regarding network. And once because it's a pre-requirement, you need to understand that in the first week of session you did a network, and if you want to run virtualization, so in the end of the virtualization, na, the network concept will help you. Network concept will help you definitely. So that's why you did a recently classes on a Saturday. It's finished, and from today on Monday it's a new session. So I can ask a few questions to you regarding regarding network.
Network.
Once it will complete, then we can move forward to a new topic which will be virtualization. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, see, I will not ask a question from every people here. Right. I will ask a question from a few peoples just to confirm that you did a session and you understood a concept. Okay. I just want a confirmation like you have a basic knowledge on a network. You know the IP address and you know the MAC address. You know the IP types. You know the subnet. Okay. Uh, I just want a confirmation and how you are giving answer. It also matters. Right. So okay, and I will select a name randomly. Okay, anyone I can select. Depends on me. Okay, from a participant list. Yeah, it's a Samir. Samir from Pune. Yeah, it's a Samir Vadekar. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think he's getting a network issue. Okay, so next one we have a Saurabh. Saurabh Balyan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Saurabh, am I audible for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Saurabh, as you know, we have a two kind of address in a network. One is the IP address and second one is a MAC address. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So give me the differences between an IP address and a MAC address.
Sir, sir, IP address is series of number Data identify any device on a network. और MAC address. Sir, MAC address is not properly learned.
MAC address not properly?
Sir,
Yeah,
सर MAC address सर सही से याद नहीं आ रहा.
please go with the English language. The people are from south here. They will not understand a Hindi,
Okay,
right?
sir.
The people who are from Bangalore and Tamil Nadu understand a Hindi language.
Okay.
That's why. Okay, you are not able to remember MAC address, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, not an issue. Next one we have Ankita.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ankita, am I audible for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please let me know what is the differences between IP address and MAC address.
Sir, I don't have more idea about MAC address.
You
Hello.
don't have an idea about a MAC address.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guys, anyone who can give an answer differences between IP address and MAC address?
Sir, can I answer?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So MAC address is used to ensure the physical address of a computer, while IP address is used to uniquely identifies the connection of the network.
Okay, and what about the sizes?
Whereas physical, sir,
What about the sizes?
it's hexadecimal values.
No. How many bits of a MAC address and how many
6
bits of a
bytes.
network address?
Yeah. IP address, MAC address is 6 bytes. IP address is 4 bytes.
4 byte.
Hello.
Means how many bit?
Yeah. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits.
Okay. 32 bits.
Whereas MAC address is 36.
36.
No. 48 bits.
Okay. Right. Guys, see what are the differences between IP address and MAC address is. IP address is a logical address that will identify your device on a network. But MAC address is a physical address that will identify your system, not on a network, just your system. It's a unique address. IP address and MAC address both are a unique address, but IP address is a address, okay, which will help you to stay back and connect in a network. But MAC address is the address of your system. It's a physical address. For example, this is my laptop now. So every system having a MAC address. Every device, laptop, desktop, mobile phone, every system having a MAC address, which is a permanent, which will not change. MAC address is a permanent, which will not change. Okay, it's given by a manufacturer. For example, if HP company is discovering any PC now, any laptop, so the manufacturer and the engineers on that time has given a unique code, unique number, collection of a name, number, alphabet, and number both. So which is a system inbuilt address, which we are calling MAC address, which is a permanent, which will not change. IP address is a logical address which will change after a certain duration,
It's a temporary address.
right now. And IP address may have 32-bit and 128-bit, depends upon our versions. But MAC address is always a 48-bit. So this is the answer that all of you need to remember.
Sir, another point I can add.
What?
Sir, one more difference I can add.
Yeah, please.
Sir, MAC address is implemented in the data link layer of the TCP/IP model.
See, here people will not understand that thing. Because the person who have a knowledge on a OSI model, they will know, no? Right?
Yes, sir.
So don't
Yes.
create a confusion for a candidates here. Right?
Okay.
When you will get a perfect knowledge on a network now on a CCNA, then you can understand more things. For now, you need to remember these two differences that you can easily understand in your mind. Correct. Okay, and I have more questions. 5 more questions I have. Yes, yes, from Bhopal. Can you hear me? Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yes, I have a question. As you know, we have a two kind of IP address, two types of IP address, which is a private IP and public IP. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
I'm
Yes,
asking
sir.
to yes only
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if we have a public IP and private IP, so my question is, what is the basic differences? What is the basic differences between a private IP and a public IP?
So the basic differences between private
Private
IP and
IP is
public
low cost.
IP.
Priyansu, why are you saying? I'm asking to yes, no? Yes, give the answer.
The basic difference between private IP and public IP is public IP is purchasable and private IP is not purchasable.
Means
Um,
can you give me some example of a private IP and public IP? Not IP address. I'm not asking IP address. Stand or something is a private IP, not like that. For example, now I'm connected with the internet, right? So I'm getting a private IP or public IP. Yes, I'm asking to you. I'm connected with the internet right now. So I'm getting a private IP or public IP. Which IP I'm getting and how can I check? Please help me out. Yes, how can I check? Yes, can you hear me or not? Or I can remove. Yes, from Bhopal. Okay, I think. Okay, what is the from Baleri. Yes, Vishwanath, I'm audible for you. Yes, it's a Vishwanath. Am I audible for you? Okay, Vikram, please unmute.
Yes, sir.
Just tell me what is the basic differences between public IP and private IP.
Public IP, sir, is can purchasable and private IP is cannot purchase, sir. It is created in LAN network or private. Public IP is created through wide area networking. Like you are connecting internet through wide area networking. That's why it is a public IP address.
Okay, so now I'm connected with a router. Okay, in office. So I'm getting which IP? It's a private IP or public IP?
You are connected with router is a public IP. No, sorry, sir. Private, sir. This is LAN network, sir.
It's a private IP. How can you confirm that I'm getting a private IP or I'm getting a public IP?
If we are connected with LAN network, then we have private IP, and then we are connected with WAN network, then we can confirm that it is public IP.
No, I just want to confirm in my system. I just want to confirm in my system that no, this is a private IP. First of all, can you let me know what is the ranges of private IP and public IP? What is the
I think,
IP address ranges of private and public? Both kind?
I think 0 to something else, but I can't memorize it well.
0 something means?
0 to something.
Yeah, how you do the network class? How I can give you a class on a virtualization? The IP address range is 0 to 255 and 0 to 256 you are saying. Please revise the previous topic, yeah, otherwise it will be very difficult for you to understand. It's Akash. Yes, Akash from Faridabad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, am I audible for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Akash, let me know what is the
Yes.
IP address ranges of a private and public both?
Sir, there are two type of ranges. In public, there are 5 classes, and in that is called as class A, B, C, D, and E in public, and in private, class A, B, and C.
What is the range of IP address there? With every classes?
So it's from in public class, public IPv4 address. So in class A, 1 to 126, and in class B, 191, and
Okay.
in class C, 192 to 223, sir. And in class D, 224 to 239, and in class C, 240 to 255. Yes. Yes, sir.
Correct.
And in
Correct.
class and in private address, class 10.0.0.02, 10.255.255.255, and in class B, it's 172.16.0.0 to 172.31.255.25. And for last one, sir, I'm not sure. It's around 192.168.00 to 192.168.255.255, sir.
Absolutely correct. Well done,
Okay, sir.
Akash. All answer is correct.
Yeah, and I want to know one thing also, sir.
Okay.
Can you confirm the loopback address, sir? Loopback address.
Loopback IP address is a 127. For example, you told right now, na class A IP above 1 to 126, right? And the class B IP
Mm-hmm.
range is a
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
128 to
172.16.00.
128 to
Okay, okay.
191,
Oh, yeah, in
right?
public, yes, sir. 191.
Right now. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
127 is missing.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So 127 is a special IP address.
Okay.
127.0.0.1 to
Yeah.
127.255.255.255 is a
Okay, sir.
special range, a loopback IP address. This one. Correct. Loopback IP is a
Okay, sir.
special IP in a network. What is the use of loopback IP address? So loopback IP address is used for a testing of NIC card. Okay, testing of NIC card. NIC card means NIC stand for
Network
network.
interface card.
Yes, network interface card, right? Network interface card. Correct.
Okay, sir.
Means
Yes.
if I want to confirm that my NIC card in a driver, okay, every system having a network driver and every
Yes, sir.
driver having an NIC card inbuilt. So if I want to just confirm that my NIC card is working or not, so I need to ping a loopback IP.
Okay.
Okay, if I will ping
Yes.
a 127.0.0.1, if I will get a reply, means my NIC card is working.
Okay.
Correct. For example, okay, I need to ping. Okay, what is the full form of ping?
Ping.
Ping stands for packet internet grouper.
Grouper.
And what is the use of ping command?
For
It is used to
troubleshooting network connection related issue.
test connectivity.
Yes, sir.
It is used to test
Connectivity.
between machine
Network
and
and
server.
computer.
Yes, machine and server and between network. Okay. Otherwise, you can only write it is used to test connectivity in a network.
Okay, sir.
Network. Okay, in a one line. Okay, means in a one sentence. So if okay, for example, I'm going on CMD.
Yes.
A command prompt. Okay. I want to know that my NIC card is working or not.
Okay.
So what will I do? I will write here
Ping.
ping and loopback IP. So I can write any IP address between this range. Means between 127.0.0.1 to 127.255.255.255.
255.
Between this range, I can ping any IP. For example, I'm pinging a first IP of a network 127.0.1.
1.
I'm getting reply now.
Yes, sir.
You are saying 0%
Yes, sir.
loss.
Yeah.
Means
100%
my NIC
complete.
card is working. So this is the meaning of loopback IP address, which is a special IP in a network, okay, in a networking, and which is used for a testing purpose, testing of NIC card.
NIC card. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So welcome. Okay. Okay. Next one we have Mohammad Kasif from Lucknow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Kashif, please let me know what are the differences between IP version 4 and IP version 6?
IP version.
Yes, I'm listening to you. Please give the answer.
Yes. IP version 4 is of 32 bits and length of IP version 6 is 128 bits and IP version 4 has 4 octets and every octet is of 8 bits and in IP version 6 we have 8 octets and in this every octet has 16 bits. Yes.
Okay, and any other differences?
And any other difference? The range of IP address 4 is 0 to 255 and range of IP address version 6 is 0 to FFFF.
Right, right. And
And
any other
and
differences?
for IP address 4 octets are separated by dot and in IP address version 6 octets are separated by semicolon.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Okay, one more question I have. Then I will start a topic virtualization. Okay. One more question. Yeah, it's a Mukul from Nagpur.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
what is the differences between network bit and host bit? Because IP address is a collection of two different bits. Correct. One is a network bit and one is a host bit. So my question is, what is the differences between a network bits and a host bit? Or a network bit is also known as a network ID and host bit is also known as a host ID. So what are the differences between an I'm audible for you?
Yes.
Just give the answer.
Sir, network bit is denoted by ones and host bit is denoted by zeros.
Okay. And in a class A IP, how many network bit and how many host bit? For example, okay, I'm writing about class A, class B, and class C. Correct. So in a class A IP, how many network ID? Means how many network bit and how many host bit?
Sir, 255.0.0.
No, no, how many?
Bit network bit, sir.
8 bit. And rest all 24 bit is a host part.
Host bit.
And in a class B,
Um, 16-bit network bit and 16-bit host bit, sir.
and class C,
32-bit network bit and
24 bit network bit, na? Okay, absolutely right, right. You are something confused, but Your intention was right. Okay, so see. So as you know, IP address is a combination of a two different ID and two different bits we are calling. One is a network bit. Okay, that we are calling network ID. That we are calling NID, network ID. Okay, that we are calling network means NID. And second one is a host bit that we are calling HID. Correct. Okay. So guys, class A, for example, I am taking example of any IP in a class A. For example, I am taking example of 9.0.0.1. Guys, it's a class A IP, right?
Yes.
Correct. How? Because there is a one called H and H, right?
Yes, sir.
And in a class B,
Two network bit.
for example, the IP I am taking 130.0.0.130.12.0.1. So this is a class B IP.
Two network ID and two host.
Class C example 192.168.1.10. Three network ID.
Three network ID and one host ID.
One host ID. And guys, the things will be network part is non-changeable. What is the meaning of host ID? Means this much of computer you can connect in a one network, right now?
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of host ID? Host ID and host computer you can connect in a one network. This much of computer you can connect in a one network, okay, and this much of computer. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well done, Mukul. Correct. Guys, so means
Sir, I have one question, sir.
yes.
Sir, like in IP version 4 address classes, class A, class B, and class C comes under unicast. Correct?
Unicast, yes, you can say unicast and multicast both.
Multicast will come under class D only. No?
Class D comes under broadcast. Broadcast and multicast both. Broadcast is a specification of a class D IP.
No, broadcast IP address is 255 to 255 to 255 to 255.
I'm not telling that one things to you. You're talking about class A to class C. Okay, only comes with a
Unicast.
unicast. So as per your level, it's correct. But in a future, when you learn about a DSCP server and DNS server,
Yes.
then you will understand that broadcast address is going to change according to subnet. So okay, leave it that one. You are right. Class A, B, and C is a unicast address.
So, means what's the difference between this unicast and multicast?
See, unicast means one by one. For example, okay. For example, you can communicate with one and one can communicate with you. Is a unicast.
Okay.
Multicast means one to many. Multi, one to many means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Broadcast means one to everyone.
Okay.
For example, news channels.
Yes.
News channels is doing broadcasting. Okay, for example, if you are watching a G News, okay, in your television, okay, in your TV. So what I am watching in a G News, the news will same, right? Okay, same thing is going on in your side, in my side, because it's a broadcasting.
Yes, sir.
Correct. Multicasting means like you are getting a schedule from a WhatsApp. Getting a schedule from a WhatsApp.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
a multicasting. Means multiple people is getting it. Not all. Unicasting means if I will send you something in a uni means single. Multi means many. Broadcast means everyone. This is the meaning. Unicasting, multicasting, broadcasting, and there is a one more casting, any casting. One to any. Don't know who.
Okay.
We have 4 kind of casting here. Okay. Casting in the sense, anyone can explain what is the meaning of casting? Guys, anyone who can explain what is the meaning of casting? As you are asking about a unicast, multicast. So what is the meaning of casting actually?
In Hindi called प्रसारण का.
Right. Casting in the sense, communication, transmission. Transmission is known as a casting. Correct. So casting happening of 4 types. Okay, someone is saying 3 types, but it's actually a 4 types. One is a unicast. Unicast means 1 to 1.
1 to
Second one is a multicast. Okay, it's from a name, 1 to many. And third is a broadcast.
1 to
Broadcast means
1 to all.
1 to all and 1 to everyone. Okay. 4 is a any cast. Any cast means 1 to anyone. So this is a 4 kind of casting. Uni is a word. Uni means single. 1. Multi means many. Broad means a large. Okay, means all, you can say everyone. Any cast don't know the receiver, only send 1 to any. Anyone can receive, don't know who, like that. Okay,
Okay, thank you, sir.
you're welcome. Okay. So I see, now we are starting our training on a virtualization. Okay, I just confirmed you that you have a basic knowledge on IPS known. Okay, and it okay, and I'm okay, and I asked the question because okay, it will also help you to. Now we can start our class on a virtualization. So guys, see, what is the meaning of virtualization? First, try to understand. Virtual means something which is not real. कुछ ऐसा जो real में ना हो, but it's happening. Virtualization, it's actually a process. It's actually the virtualization is actually a process. It's actually a technology. Like networking is a technology, na? It's a technology, but for a different purpose. Guys, every technology is solving some IT problems. आईटी में जितनी भी टेक्नोलॉजी है वो कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करते हैं. Like networking solves the problem of a communication between the PCs and all devices and between the persons, right? Like same virtualization also solving the IT works, loads, IT company loads. Guys, I'm asking to all of you, if you know the answer, you can write in a chat box, yes or no. Okay, as per your understanding. My question is it possible that in a one system I can use a multiple operating system? This is my hardware. Okay, it's my laptop. Okay, and I'm using a Windows operating system here. Right? Okay, as you are able to see. So is it possible that I can inside my single hardware? If yes, then how? And okay, I want the answer from all of you. What is your understanding? If you are able to understand my question, so what is your understanding on it? Is it possible that we can use multiple operating system inside a single hardware? Some is saying yes, some is saying no. Bhaskar is saying yes. Guys, I want answer from
Yes,
all
sir.
of you.
We can
What is
use.
Vishwanath? Just write a message here. A lot of people will give answer now, so it will be confusion. Okay, I will read a message. Don't worry. You can write a message in the chat. What is your view in this point? Bhaskar is saying yes. Sudhir is saying we install virtual machine, right? Samir is saying yes, sir. Is saying no, sir. Akash is Krishna is saying no, sir. Gajanan is saying yes, sir. Rachna is saying, sir, yes, because we have what, Rachna? Write a full message. Akansha, yes, sir. Ganesh, no. Yes, yes, no. Kasip is saying yes. Sumit Balian is saying yes. We can install multiple. Vishwanath. By creating and toys. Yes, Bhaskar, right. Yes. No, not a Windows in Ubuntu, multiple. Not multiple means not two, Rachna. Multiple means 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much? It depends on the requirements. So there is saying no, it's a dual boot. So there, what you have done now, it's a dual boot. You have booted your hard disk, your system with a 2 OS. It's a dual boot. It's not a from till now. I never seen. Yes, Akansha is saying dual boot and virtual machine. Correct. Guys, absolutely right. Yes. So for a kind information, the person who has given answer no. Yes, guys, we can use a multiple operating system inside a single hardware. And this kind of things is only possible due to a virtualization. Correct. So today is the first day of the session. Okay, starting day of the session. That's why I will not teach you too much things. Just we will discuss about what is virtualization and how it works, a theory part. And from tomorrow onward, we can go with the practical. And one thing more, there are a lot of people who are aware about this technology already. They used in a college life. Once you are in a college, in a BTech, maybe you used. But we have also some people here who are not from IT background, who are from a mechanical field, who are from electrical, from electronics, from account, from BA, MA parts, right? So for those person, this is completely new. Correct. So that's why, guys, if you know the answers, it's a good for you. But I will give you class from starting, like you don't know anything. You are listening this word first time. Okay, because we will work in a team, not in a single individual person. Correct. So let's try to understand what is the meaning of virtualization. Because as it's clear from a name, virtual. Virtualization means something process of virtually. Correct. So guys, virtualization is actually a process. Okay. It's actually a technology that will help you to create something virtual rather than actual, but it acts like a real machine, but it's actually a virtual machine. Virtual machine means virtually in a imaginary world, in a virtual world, you are going to access your computer. You are going to create your computer. You are going to create your operating system. You are going to create your network in a virtual world. Correct. So how can you understand a virtualization? So see here. Yes, so see here. What is virtualization? So virtualization is a process or a technology as well as or a technology which helps us to create a virtual machine that we can access virtually. Okay, guys, I'm writing in my own word. Okay. Guys, so you can define a virtualization in your own word like this. For example, what is a virtualization? So virtualization is a process or a technology which help us to create a virtual machine, that we can access virtually things, okay, rather than actually. But that one virtual machine acts like a real machine. Means when you will use a virtual machine, now when you will use a machine through a virtualization, when you will use a operating system through a virtualization and all, so you will, okay, so you can't say that no, it's a virtual machine. You will feel like no, it's a real machine. It's a original machine. For example, you can write an example. You can create a virtual OS. You can create a virtual desktop. You can create a virtual network. You can create a virtual storage. You can create a virtual data. This all things. Virtualization meaning will be clear once you will see this example. Guys, so see. So what's happening? Virtual memory, not memory, virtual memory. Okay. So okay, what's happening, guys? Virtualization concept will be more clear when you will see about, okay, virtualization concept will be more clear when you will see this thing. Which thing? Guys, what's happening now? Before a years ago, approx, okay, in 2010 of something, okay, 2010 and 8 of something, and maybe before 2000, okay, 20 years ago, like things you can understand, there was nothing a concept like a virtualization in a market now, okay, in IT world. I'm talking with you. There was no any concept like a virtualization. Correct. When virtualization comes into a picture now, the IT industry developed lot of people are able to run our IT technology much and many more, because in a single hardware you are able to use a multiple things, multiple operating system. You don't need to purchase a multiple hardware, multiple laptop, multiple desktop. Everything you are running into a single in a single machine by using a virtual machine, by using a virtualization technology. So you see what is happening. You can just assume this is a Wipro company. This is a Wipro company. Okay, so in this company, okay, you can understand like this is a one architecture. This is the another. Okay. So I'm drawing a first traditional architecture. Traditional means some older architecture. Okay, how IT company working before a years ago in a traditional 20 years ago something. Traditional architecture. Guys, Means according to very older architecture in IT company. Correct. If there is a one hardware means guys laptop or desktop. Okay. If there is a one hardware, you can install a one operating system. Otherwise, two operating system maximum through a dual boot. Okay. And you can use an application. This is the operating system. Yeah. And you can use the application. For example, this is application 1. This is application 2. This is application 3. Means one hardware, one operating system, and some applications. Application means like any other application, Netflix, Flipkart, Amazon. Okay, there are an application you can install in your operating system. Okay. This was the only traditional architecture. And one OS, one operating system. Sorry, one hardware means one operating system. But guys, what's happened? The company, okay, you know, between this 20 years, between a 10 years mostly, how much IT has been developed, right? New technology comes. So virtualization is also one of the most trending technology in okay, now time. What's happening? Now time is all the IT infrastructure, all the IT company moved their setup. Okay, all the IT company moved their setup from traditional architecture to a virtualization architecture. All the IT company move their architecture with a traditional architecture into a virtualization architecture. Okay, and according to virtualization architecture, okay, if there is a one hardware, this is your hardware, correct, and you have a one operating system, okay, in your hardware. This is your operating system. There is a one hardware, okay, and there is one operating system. So in this operating system, correct, you can use something for virtualization. Okay. And you can create a operating system. As an example, you can understand right now. This is your hardware, means your laptop or desktop. Okay. In a hardware, you have a one operating system. Okay. This is your real operating system, physical OS. This is your operating system. Correct. And guys, in operating system, okay, if you will use something for a virtualization, if you will use something for a virtualization, correct. What period I will tell you. So if you use something for a virtualization, so you can, okay, by a virtualization, you can create a virtual machine. For example, this is your virtual machine 1. Virtual machine 1 means OS 1. First, virtual machine 1 means first operating system. This is your second operating system. Virtual machine 2 means second OS. OS 2. Means OS 2. And this is a virtual machine 3. Means OS 3. Means In a single hardware, you are able to use a multiple virtual machine, means multiple operating system. Okay, as in this example, we have only 3. But if you want, you can make it 4, 5, 6, depends upon your requirements and depends upon your capacity in a hardware. Okay. And guys, in each and every OS, you can install multiple applications. This is the first application for OS2, second application for OS2, first application for OS3, second application for OS3. Okay. So what you can do, this is your app 1 for OS1. App 1 for which one? For OS1. This is your app 2. App 2 for OS1, right? They like this. This is a app 1. App 1 for OS2. App 2 for OS2. App 1 for OS3. App 2 for OS. Single hardware, you are able to use this much of loads. Correct. Okay, now try to understand. For example, if the cost, I'm talking about a costing. If the cost of a hardware is a 50,000, means any PC, any laptop and desktop cost is a 50,000, 50K, means 50,000. Guys, in a 50,000, you are able to use one application. Is a 50K also, as an example, 50,000. In a 50,000, you are able to use 4 operating systems. One is a physical OS and 3 is a virtual OS. So just tell me, company will see their benefit or not? And as an IT professional, you will see their benefit or not? That no, I don't need to purchase a multiple laptop and multiple desktop. In a use a multiple operating system. When I required which one, I can create, I can use, I can destroy. That's why now a time every IT infrastructure, moved their setup from a traditional architecture to a virtualization architecture, and which is a good, no doubts. Right, guys? Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Right. And for a virtualization, what we will use, I will tell you, don't worry. But first try to create a concept that why we need virtualization. We need a virtualization because of it's not possible for anyone to purchase a new hardware, new laptop for and to use a new operating system. Is it possible?
No, sir.
No. So what is the solution? Hardware, if you have a knowledge about a virtualization in your laptop as an engineer, as an IT professional, as a student, whatever you are, you can create a virtual machine, you can install an operating system on it, and you can use. Correct. So let's see, anyone can ask you what is the benefits of virtualization. Correct. Let's try to understand the benefits. Clear, right? Directly I cannot show you any kind of practicals and all. The things will be completely confusion for you. Okay, what is the benefit? Number 1. Number 1 benefit is multiple operating system we are able to use in a single arrow, right? multiple OS can be accessible. Single hardware, right now. Right? This is number one benefit. Right or wrong? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. With the help of single hardware, correct, you are able to
Access multiple
multiple
OS.
operating systems you can access easily. Now next one, guys, virtualization is very good platform. Virtualization is a very good platform and very good technology. For what? For testing purpose. Just assume. Okay, for testing purpose, just assume, guys. There is every IT company having a multiple departments. Any IT company, multiple branches, right? So guys, if company having a multiple departments, multiple branches and all, so here try to understand. Okay, like if any developer, okay, any software developer has written a code, okay, through any programming language, any backend language, front-end language, okay, and they developed some software, okay, something software, and as an responsible for testing that the particular application is working well or not with the operating system, with a Windows, with a Linux. So guys, okay, if you will test in your physical okay, operating system, so it may possible that your physical OS will corrupt, right? Because the particular application is in a beta version, is in a testing version right now, correct? It may corrupt. So guys, if you will test anything in a virtual machine and your virtual machine will corrupt, it will not affect any, okay, it will not create any kind of negative impact, negative effect on a physical hardware, right? Because within a minute, okay, I will tell you, don't worry, in a practicals, within a minute you can create a virtual machine, you can install an operating system. So for a testing purpose, it's a very good. If due to our testing something negative impact happening, so max to max what will happen? Machine will corrupt, right? The system will corrupt, no, max to max. Like right or wrong? If the system will corrupt, if it's a virtual system, we don't need to worry about it. After a sign,
So,
okay, after a time we can get a new virtual machine. Yes, Priyansu.
but sir, that sir, I wanted to ask that if a system gets corrupt in virtual machine, then the memory used for that machine will also be not can be used in any other way.
No, it's a virtual memory. Memory hard disk will be side.
So, okay, sir.
Memory hard disk will be side. Once the machine is in a turn on condition, memory will utilize. Once the machine is in a turn off condition, correct, machine will leave that one RAM and hard disk, what you will assign. So in a physical hardware,
Okay, sir.
0% impact will come.
Okay, sir.
Correct.
One question, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
In internet banking, sir, why virtual keyboard is using instead of physical keyboard as a security purpose, sir?
Internet means I'm not getting your question.
In internet banking, there is a virtual keyboard, sir, for login purpose.
Virtual keyboard in the sense,
While we log in internet banking, there is one virtual keyboard, sir, like alphabetical ABC chat.
no,
On screen.
that's a
In screen,
virtual,
sir.
that's a screen. That's a screen, okay, provided by a particular banks and provided by your mobile system. It's not a virtual. It's not a virtual. Correct.
Okay.
If you're thinking it's a virtual, so it's not a virtual. Right. That's why don't be confused.
Okay.
It's through a different technology. It's happening through a container. There is a one more technology, containerization. Kubernetes like things. It's a different. Correct. It means I can write here. Okay. Benefits for testing purpose. Correct. And number third benefit, guys, some technology. It is a cost saving technology. Now is how I'm saying it's a cost saving, because of simple thing. You can understand a diagram from here. Okay, I'm paying a 50,000 for a hardware. Okay, it's a good, and only I'm able to use a single operating system. But here, okay, in a 50,000, I'm able to use a multiple operating system. Multitasking is happening with the same budget. Max to max, okay, if you have a system of, okay, you purchase in a 1 lakh. Correct. So in a 1 lakh, if you are able to use 4 operating system, and in a 50,000, 1 operating system, who is the best? Virtualization is the best, no doubts, right? Because you can, because guys, okay, if you use the virtual machines, you have a good hardware, virtual machine will never hang, will work and will act like a physical machine, right? By the feel, by the use, you can't say. While using now, you can't say, no, sir, this is a virtual machine, this is a physical machine. You can't make any kind of differences. Okay, by their looks, by their all the kind of things. Guys, got it my point? What is the meaning of virtualization and what is the benefit from this technology?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you scroll down a bit? Benefits.
Yeah. Guys, any questions, anyone? Any kind of doubts if you have? Yeah. Yeah, please ask. No, no. Because that one first OS is your physical OS, right? And we will do virtualization, we will get a virtual machine. That will not take your physical machine. That will be a virtual. Just at a time, whatever you want, you can use without any error. For example, I will tell you now, that's a practical part, right? That's a practical part. What's happening? Virtualization, we have some softwares. Okay, I will tell you. We have some softwares. Okay, that one is a virtualization software. By using that one virtualization software, under that one software, we will get an option, create a virtual machine. We will create, give operating system file, will give operating system file. And the virtual operating system is going to access. Yes, through that one software. Not an app, it's a virtualization software. It's not a normal software, it's a software that is made for a virtualization. Correct. So guys, so just wait.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yeah, please wait for a minute, I will be back.
Call up, sir.
Yes, so I was asking a question.
So please scroll up, sir. So I can note virtualization definition.
Okay. Yes, Bhaskar, you are saying something.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm saying the machine on which this virtualization process will be running, if that complete machine only will went down, then all the remaining VMs also will be went down.
Yes, definitely. Definitely, if for example your hardware got land down, okay, this one, so everything will land down.
So in that case, what we will do for backup?
We can't do anything. You need to save your physical hardware. You need to
Okay.
save your physical hardware. In this condition, we don't have any solution. We have a solution once you will do a virtualization in a cloud. If you are performing virtualization in a cloud now, like Azure, AWS, okay, it's a very high thing, okay, different things. Then there you can take a backup. This is a physical infrastructure. Here, if the hardware will down, correct, so it will be very tough. But if already you have created a clone, if already you have created a clone of a hardware, so then you can easily retrieve whatever you want, whatever you lost.
In that case, we don't have to create these VMs again.
No, on that time we don't need to get any VM again. But generally it's not happening. If you have a better knowledge on a virtualization now, so you will create only that much of virtual machine that will be supported in your system, and that will not make any kind of error in your system. Correct. I will tell you that how would you know your system capability and how much machines you can create, how much you can run at a time, how much RAM you can assign, how much hard disk you can assign, so that your system will be safe. Because this virtualization topic will help you in a future in a further training as well as. For example, after this virtualization training, your training for a Windows server will start. Windows and Windows server will start. So where you will install a Windows server machine? In a virtual machine. Means you should have a knowledge on a virtual machine, right? How to create, what to do, what is the concept, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that okay, because okay, you will learn about a cyber security, about a Linux. Okay, in a okay, in a different classes. So where you will create all the operating system. Okay, in a virtual machine. So if you have already knowledge on a virtual machine and virtualization, so it will be okay, it will not be a worry for you, okay, it will not be a tension for you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in benefits of virtualization, can you explain for testing purpose how it is used for testing purpose?
I explained now on a virtual
Yeah.
machine, and if your virtual machine got stopped, you don't need to worry. You can create another virtual machine.
Okay.
So virtualization is very good for testing purpose, because if you will test something in a physical operating system, just try to understand, okay, in a physical OS, okay, and if any impact will come, so your physical hardware will down, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it show as not responding like that.
Right now.
Yeah.
So in this condition, if that one is showing in, you
Yeah.
can create a virtual machine after some time, within a few minutes, and you can use it. So definitely it's a good for a testing purpose.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, welcome. Guys, till now, any other doubts, anyone? So please ask. Okay, you can ask, guys, okay, without any sigh. Okay, frequently you can ask any questions. Don't feel that. Yes,
Hello, sir.
Vikram. Yes, Vikram.
So why SD card is corrupted, sir? What is the reason behind it, sir?
Why?
Why SD card is corrupted?
Why which card?
SD card, sir, in mobile or any other devices, sir.
Simple thing, are too much load you are giving. Correct. The particular device is not supporting after some time. Too much load, virus problem. This kind.
Many times my SD card corrupted. I insert new one. After that corrected, sir. What is the problem behind it, sir? I want to
In your
know.
mobile phone, I don't know. I'm not a hardware engineer anymore. Correct. A hardware engineer and the person who are a repairing shop now, they can explain what is the problem with your mobile phone. But generally, it's happening that the disks in a laptop, in a system, in a mobile phone is going to corrupt due to too much load and due to a virus problem.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
If my PC is going in a problem, something motherboard problem, I going on a repairing shop. Correct. I'm specialized in a security and in a cloud, not in a hardware. That's why I can't help you on a hardware.
Sir, is there any issue in main system? Is there any alternative hardware is there, sir, in corporate sector?
Yes, they are using rack server, blade server. They have a huge setup. Correct. So that one setup is like, you can say, will never will never down, because in a real time, correct, the hardware on a company, on a server room, having a 1 TB of RAM, 2 TB of RAM. Do you think how much will it corrupt? And a person who are using that one, having a knowledge, they know very well that this much of load I can give in this hardware. They have a SSD, because I worked on a Wipro, so I worked on their data center as well as, right, as an cloud architect there in a Gurgaon. So I know very well what's going on. Okay, they have a huge setup, no doubts. Okay, in a training and in anything, we can't purchase that. Correct. But generally, the virtualization will help you to run a lot of things. That in a further training, what we are going to run about Linux security, Kali Linux, Kodachi, Parrot OS, whatever you will run in a future. Okay, you can get a virtual machine, you can install operating system inside a virtual machine, and you can access. So that will be a benefit. And also you can run that how inside a single hardware, multiple OS, so that you can do a multitasking as well as. So will be a benefit from every place, every side.
Sir, who take care about this all the works? System engineer or network engineer?
Everyone, yeah, everyone in a team. It's a teamwork. Everyone in the team is taking care about all the things. Because simple thing, I So who are responsible for this maintenance? I'm the responsible, no?
Yes.
Like same. In a company, you are admin, you are a network admin, or you are a system admin, okay, whatever you are. What you are using, for that one, you are responsible.
So due to pandemic, everyone work from home. System engineer also is physically appear or
No,
it is
they took a remote through a VPN.
okay.
Through a VPN, remote connection. Don't need to visit to a server room.
Sir, who care about this hardware and stuff, sir?
Yeah, I told you now. The person who are using will take care.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
If I'm using my laptop, I will take care about it. Nah. No, okay, no anyone will come now because I know what.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
So who are using a particular hardware, who are using particular things will be responsible for their maintenance and all. Maybe their teams, company having a backup team, they are responsible. Means who are using that one will be responsible. Simple.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, what is operating system?
Okay, what is operating system? Operating system is basically an interface. I'm writing here and will giving understanding to you. What is OS? OS stand for operating system. So OS is the interface between users and hardware. What is the meaning? It's simple meaning. Operating system is the interface between the users and hardware. Just assume I'm the user, you are a user, right? If you have a hardware, means you have a desktop and laptop and mobile phone. If the operating system is not present in your mobile phone, can you do anything? If the
Nothing.
operating system is not present in your laptop, can you do anything?
I can't do anything.
Okay, you can't do anything. So that's why, because OS is the interface between the users and hardware.
It's a software.
Okay, it's a program. It's a program which is a okay, it's a software and it's a program which is a interface between the users and the hardware.
This is preloaded, na sir.
What?
This is preloaded, comes from the company.
No. Who told you? There are some companies who are giving a preloaded. I purchased a laptop DOS OS. I purchased a DOS OS. I make a bootable pen drive and install the operating system in my machine as per my choice. Some okay, Windows 10 home like thing is coming preloaded, correct? But IT professional will never purchase a operating system preloaded. Any IT professional will purchase a system without OS, only hardware, and will install the OS from their own site, whatever they want to use. So simply you can understand the operating system is the interface between a user and a hardware. I'm the user, right? And I have a laptop. Okay, again, I'm giving some example. I cannot do anything if the operating system will not present. If I want to use my hardware, I need to install operating system. I need operating system in this hardware, right?
So how can we, sir, identify that operating system is genuine or pirated, sir?
Genuine or pirated? From a company side, all the OS comes with genuine.
If it is preloaded, then it comes with genuine operating system.
Yes. If
we download from, then it is pirated.
you can take a product key, you can take a license, you can pay amount. If you have operating system with a license key, operating system with a product key, I mean that's a genuine. Genuine operating system is a paper, not a free of cost. 15 to 17,000 is genuine OS that company is paying for per system. Any IT company is using a genuine anything. They are paying a 15,000 and 16,000 something for any of the operating system. They have a genuine. So if you have operating system with a product key and you pay the amount,
I am saying that you are in Windows, activate Windows. Matlab, it means sir you are direct original sir.
yes, I'm not using original Windows.
That's why
I'm getting option activate Windows, go to setting, activate Windows. If I will go to activate Windows, I will get an option, write a product key. Okay, and I need to purchase a product key, because if I will take something pirated product key, so no use.
Okay, sir.
Right. That's it.
Sir, normally in our laptop, what type of operating system we are using? OS.
Windows operating system we are using.
Okay.
Everyone is using Windows OS normally, because for operate of Linux it's a difficult. Person needs a commands for doing anything. So normally we are using Windows, like I'm using, you are using as well, as if you have. Guys, any other questions, anyone?
In virtualization, we can create operating system or not?
Yes, definitely. That's the main benefit of virtualization, no?
Yeah, okay, sir.
That multiple operating system, not a single. How much I want, I can create, I can use.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So we can create systems, not operating systems.
We can create system, under system we can install operating system.
Yes.
Like a virtual machine is a hardware. Under that one virtual machine we can install operating system, like we are doing in a real time. And guys, any other doubts, anyone? I'm giving your time.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Physical OS and we have created any difference?
Can you repeat your question?
Hello.
Yes. Can you repeat your
Sir,
question?
already we have operating. Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, actually, I have already physical OS operating system.
Okay.
And I have created virtual machine. They both are same or any difference?
That will be different. For example, if in a physical OS you have a Windows, as an example.
Okay.
You have a Windows. You are installing Ubuntu Linux. Okay, Ubuntu, which is a Linux OS. Ubuntu OS, which is a Linux OS. So how Windows and Linux will same? So depends upon which operating system you are installing. It depends upon which operating system you are installing inside a virtual machine, inside a VM. Correct.
Okay.
Sir, Microsoft OS is different from Microsoft Server OS.
Yes, definitely. Microsoft Server is a centralized OS. You can control your infrastructure with Microsoft Server OS. On Microsoft OS is a client OS. Just you can use it. Server is a centralized OS. Okay, and what I'm using, what you are using is a client OS. Guys, operating system, okay, OS or server OS. Okay, as for the Windows field, I'm talking with you. Not in a Linux field. Server OS and client OS. Client OS means like a Windows 10, Windows 7. Server OS means like a 2012 Alto, like a Server 2016, Microsoft Server 2019. This is server OS, which is a centralized OS. that from a central OS you can control your fully infrastructure. 100 client OS, okay, 100 users who are using Windows 10, and you want to create permission policies for a Windows 10 operating system. Correct. So you need a server OS for controlling the infrastructure of a client PC. So this is the meaning.
Okay.
Virtualization is a purchasable.
No.
Is
There were
that?
two types. It's a purchasable, you need to pay, and you don't need to pay. Both we have.
Okay, sir.
The company is using payable, but we will use free of cost. Correct. Okay, we don't need to pay any single amount. So I will tell you how to perform virtualization, what to do, what to install, what to download. Don't worry. Slow. I'm only clearing your doubts with the theory part.
Sir, in physical OS, we have Windows 10. In virtual OS, can we install Windows 8 or 7 like that?
Yes, whatever ISO file, it depends upon the ISO image. What is the ISO image you have, you can install. If you have a Windows XP, you can install Windows XP.
Okay.
Windows Vista, whatever you want.
Sir, every company store their data in clouds
Yes,
for
definitely.
backup purpose.
Definitely. Cloud is the best for storage and for everything. Like, for example,
Google Drive, sir, is a cloud example.
definitely Google Drive is a cloud example. And you can say like OneDrive is a cloud example. You can say like Zoom is also a cloud, the application that you are connected. Zoom is also a cloud that, okay, you are connected. It's a collaboration cloud.
Dropbox.
It's collaborating with two people, each other, right?
Dropbox.
Dropbox, we have a lot of means limitless example. So cloud is a different thing. It's a using resources on a internet is a cloud. Using a resources on a internet is a cloud. Taking a rent of a server is a cloud. Using anything in a rent on a internet, like you are using a virtual machine on a rent, it's a cloud. Because if you remember, for a 15 GB storage, you are getting a free of cost, right? In a Google Drive as well as 15 GB, no?
Yes, sir.
15 GB.
15 GB. After 15 days, you have to pay.
Yes, you need to take a subscription.
Subscription charge.
Right now. That's why, because every company is doing these things. But we are Indians, right? What we are doing? We are creating a multiple Gmail ID. Right?
Yeah.
So we have
Yeah,
options, but company can't do this kind of things, na? Right? That's why. And guys, any other questions?
So one benefit has been mentioned that it's enhanced resilience in the disaster recovery situations.
So that's our virtualization that you are talking now. It's a hypervisor.
Okay.
It's a virtualization hypervisor, which is a type 1 hypervisor. I will tell you that one thing also. But what we are going to run, we are going to run a host-based virtualization. Virtualization happening two types. Server-based or client or host-based. Correct. For you, host-based virtualization is important. Server-based virtualization is important for those person who are going to apply as a cloud engineer and as a server administrator. Correct. Okay, so for a server-based virtualization, the benefit is that if whole infrastructure go down, don't need to worry. Then a host-based virtualization, okay, I'm telling it's not easy to take a backup and recover because of if your physical OS will corrupt. What about anything? Because there are virtualization software present under a physical OS, na? Right or
Yes,
wrong?
sir. Yes,
So in
sir.
this condition, just think from your mind how it's possible to backup and all. Because everything depends upon this one hardware and this one OS. Right?
But we can create the image of operating system.
Yes, we can. Virtualization having a features of hypervisor. I will tell you. Okay, I will give you a separate class on a hypervisor. That one is a actual virtualization that company is using. Okay. And guys, any other?
Sir,
Yes.
I have a general question.
Yeah.
Sir, recent years we hear about artificial intelligence and automation. Really, artificial intelligence and automation replace the networking and system engineer jobs.
See,
Is there any possibility?
what's happening? Okay, I'm telling to you. First of all, no one company will hire if you have too much knowledge on AI. Google, Microsoft, except this company, no one will hire, right? Which is a extra, you can say, not gifted, like you can say, right? If you want to enter in IT, you need to go with a step by step. Correct. You need to start a career with a network, with a system network.
Yes.
Then you can move forward to a server and cloud, then security, and then next. Step by step, you need to move forward to your, you can say, technology and to your careers. Correct.
Yes.
Because so this is a solution. If you are God gifted, so Google and Microsoft will tell you, welcome to my company, crores of package. So that's a rare cases, right? But here, you have to go with a step by step. You directly, how much you will know this company will not hire. Yeah, the thing is, company will not believe because they don't want extra, you can say, they want who can work for my company, what I will tell. What I will say from my word, who can work on that one things only. Correct. This is happening generally in India.
Yes.
So that's why go with a step by step. AI like things. I'm also providing a training on AI, cloud with AI, Microsoft Azure with AI. So, but for a person's having a 4 or 5 year of experience in a cloud, on a security, on a scripting, on a development, on so that's why go with a step by step. Start your career with a network system engineer, which is the initial level in IT. L1 level you are calling. Then next. Okay, and if you will be active in a career, so this is IT. Remember one thing: how much you will run, that one you will benefit. If you will not run in a regular basics now, so your growth simple.
So currently you are working which company?
I'm not working right now. I left a job. I'm working with a eVision only as a trainer.
Okay.
I'm providing a training basically on a cloud. Okay. I hope you listen a name AWS, Azure, GCP,
Yes,
this
sir.
kind of things. So
Yes,
provide
sir.
technology for a experienced older persons.
Yes, sir. I have one more question.
Yeah.
of the topic. Right after this course, how much time we need to take to become a cloud developer or cloud analyst?
For example, once you will start your career in a network, right? On a network,
Yeah.
on a system. So after that time, work 6 months, 6 to
Okay.
7 months. Then get a training from any place. I'm not saying from me, from anyone. Correct. Okay, that you can understand better. Okay, after that, what will happen? Okay, it will take us 6 months for understanding, because
Yes.
you can't left your job.
Yeah.
Right. It's a source of income, you know.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So while working, you will run Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Monday to Friday will be office.
Yes,
Saturday,
yes,
Sunday will
sir.
be leave. So if you will run 2 days, so we'll take 6 to 7 months. Once you got a knowledge, left a company, give a notice. Okay, and once you have
Okay.
knowledge on a cloud.
Okay.
Okay, and in a e-vision, basically, I've started from last 6 months. Guaranteed job in a cloud as well as for experienced older person.
Okay.
E-vision started
Yes,
a new thing for experienced older person, so that the person who got a training from us on OJT, okay, who got a training and who got a job. Correct. If that one person want to improve their career, they will also come same in a company, because this company helped me to get a job in MNC.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So
Okay,
that's
thank
why
you, sir.
I started right now. Means before a 6 month ago. Correct. Only one batch I finished, and 7 to 8 placement in the Azure.
Okay.
Completed. And rest, because the cloud taking a time.
Yes, sir.
It's actually time taking. Too much technical.
Yeah.
Scripting language, PowerShell, Bash scripting, mind-blowing language.
Yes, sir.
So it's taking a time for getting a job, but will happen. But for experience holder, for a fresher, I can't teach you on a cloud and all.
Yes, sir.
Everything will be out of your mind. That's why.
No, sir. Yeah. Okay, sir. No issue. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So what's the total duration of our course?
45 to 50 days, maybe 60 days. 2 months maximum. Max to
After
max.
that interview will schedule.
Just then the interview will schedule. I don't know. Yeah, placement team is a different team. I don't know anyone in the placement team. That's why. Okay, so guys, all of you can revise the virtualization topic. Okay, means you can read about it. And from tomorrow, we will start a practical on a virtualization. Okay.
Okay, sir.
If you don't have laptop, then you cannot don't do this training, sir.
What?
If I don't have laptop, then you can do this training.
No, if you don't have a laptop, so what you can do, you can write an steps by steps notes in your notebook. So once you will get a laptop, you can perform. Correct. Don't worry about it. If you are active and want to run without laptop, also you can get a job. But if you will more careful, the person who have a laptop, okay, they can perform, they can understand easily. You need to understand by seeing my screen, by asking a questions, and by writing a steps. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, for today, bye bye. Okay, and tomorrow we will meet with a practical of a virtualization, and okay, what is the requirement from tomorrow we will discuss. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for today.
Bye.
Take care of
Thank you,
yourself.
sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.